Drinking wine. No, girl. There. Toilet paper. Paper.
For what?
I just split. Wanna see the computer?
Corn.
The chair behind. What I mean that it's recording. And when it's not a red dot, it's not recording.
Right. And you have to speak up a little louder.
What is that? I think you have to really remove that.
Okay. Yeah, the glasses are. You ready?
Yes.
So we're gonna. Hello, I'm Stephen from Ontario, Canada.
Hello, I'm Guadalupe from Playa Carmen, Mexico.
And this is not our next adventure. This is the How We Met video.
Yes. I think you should start with this history and say of me.
My history?
Yes, I mean like no, I mean like your version, and then my version. I know.
The version should be the same when we.
I don't know, but I mean like the point before you met me.
Before I met him, I was in a long-term relationship of 10 years, a little more, with a guy. We owned a house together. We had the dogs. We had the. What? No.
Okay. Oops, that like he had too many boyfriends. Like I don't know which one he's talking about.
Oh my god! You know who the guy that I lived with for 10 years?
I know, but I thought like you was going to talk like the guy you used to have before you met me.
No. So.
Okay,
the
sorry.
story starts with
forget.
the 10-year relationship that I had. That ends, and then So he was almost the same age as me. Mine is 3-4 years, something like that.
Like big up.
Yeah. So then when drink our wine.
Cheers. It's not wine, it's just vodka.
So we break up, and ever since I broke up with him, I always dated younger guys. Not because I was chasing younger guys, just because.
It's like you're the kind of guy that you like.
No, that's just who I always ended up talking to younger guys, and I felt more. I tried to like go out on dates with guys, not guys my age, but guys like in their 30s. I don't know, just I can never relate with any of them. So.
Why? Because you have like the common things, or like do the same things as
I think my taste in music and stuff like that is like younger than.
Yeah, I can say that.
Because I'm going to be 45 soon, and I think I listen to music that people in their 20s listen to. And
like me. Like when we are in the car, we play like Latin music. I mean, he doesn't understand, but he liked the beat, you know.
Yeah. And before that, I was a DJ at a gay club, so I knew what everybody wanted to listen to, and it was music that I like. So, and I don't really like country music or anything.
I mean, yeah, we have like country music, but just like songs.
So anyway, I seriously dated 2 guys.
No.
Serious relationships.
Oh, serious.
2, I think.
I think it was like 3.
So January of 2019, I broke up with a guy that I dated for pretty much a year. Whenever I break up with someone, I feel like I just want to. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I just wanted to get away and do something, and it was winter and fucking cold here in Canada, so I'd never been to Mexico. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna book a trip to Mexico, and I had no real intentions of.
You go to Mexico?
No, I had intentions to go to Mexico. I'd never been there, but I was just going to go to a resort and just hang out for the week and relax. And if I meet somebody there, I meet somebody. I thought I would maybe meet somebody at the resort, but I didn't really have plans to go off the resort. So I go on Grindr. Where else do gay guys meet but Grindr or Scruff or some other gay dating app? And I had Grindr Extra, so I could.
Like you pay for.
Yeah, not expensive, but. So I could locate myself anywhere in the world that I wanted to be. So I located myself, and I knew I was going to play. He needs to get more lubrication. Are you okay now?
Okay, I don't have any more.
So I booked a trip fairly early on in January. So I just got on Grindr and I put myself in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, just to, you know, look around at the local talent. And I come across, you know, a picture of this guy. It's like full body shot, and
Yeah, I think I have the picture. I have to show you. It's like, I'm gonna put it here.
we'll put it in
Whatever, this page here.
And,
Yes, but like I remember that I was like looking at my phone and my face was looking down. I like mean like you don't see really my face.
So yeah, so I just I thought he was cute, so I sent him a message. What was the first message that I sent you?
I remember that I say like hello, and then I saw the message like on the border say like this message was sent from Canada. So like
I didn't know that.
Ooh.
I thought it would just look to him like I was in Playa del Carmen, but apparently I just found this out a few days ago.
Asked me, do you speak English? And then I say, I think a little bit, but like in my mind was like, of course I speak English. Okay, this is gonna be my history before I met him. So I'm originally from Campeche, Mexico. It's like 10 hours by bus to Playa del Carmen. So I just finished the high school in 2016 and I moved to Playa to study the university. So I just started to study university. My career was gastronomy. Was bilingual.
Bilingual.
Yeah, that. So that mean that all my classes and homeworks and everything was in English because I didn't speak any English. I mean before on the secondary school and the high school just was like another subject for me like. So for me, the English was really hard because I didn't have like the patience to study English before. Like, for me, it was like another subject, just like pass the subject and that's it. I didn't care. So when I came to Playa, I started to work and study at the same time. So at the university, one day, one classmate he told me about the Glinder app, but in Spanish is Glinder.
Glinder?
Glinder. Yeah, I know that it's
Glinder.
And then I just started to use it like for 1 year. I mean, like was like the end of the December 2017 when I started to use it. I met a bunch of guys. Sometimes we just go for dinner or shalala. Yes, dinner.
Okay.
So I remember that one night I was in my room. I remember that night, and I got his message like say hello, and then I saw the message on the board and say like this message had been sent from Canada, and I said like, ooh. But I remember that in your profile you don't have any picture of you. I'm pretty sure that no.
I don't remember. I think so.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe not.
And then he asked me if I speak English. I don't remember what was the answer, but I think I said just a little bit because at that time, you know, for my career, so I was a little bit more into the English, but not really too much.
Well, I don't know if I let you know right away that I was coming down to Mexico or.
No, I think I remember I asked you for some pictures, and then you sent me one that you are in the mirror with your friend.
Oh, Scotty.
Yeah. And then we start to talk, but I think it was not really like too often because I think he was working.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember that I asked him if he has WhatsApp, and he said yes. So we started to talk more on WhatsApp. That was in January 2019 when we started to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that he was coming to Mexico.
My trip was booked for like the
February
second or third week of February 2019, I think.
Yeah.
We met on February 17th.
Yeah, February 17th. So I was working and studying, so like for me it was really hard to meet him because I was studying from Monday to Friday and I work from Monday to Saturday. So the only day off that I had was Sunday. So I told him, oh, okay, if you want to meet me, the only day that I have off is on Friday. No, sorry,
No, it's
on Sunday. Sunday. What's Sunday? But at that time, I was doing like a small internship for the university. So the only time that I was available was like after 3. I take the taxi to my home and then I get a haircut like really, really quick. I went to a place to get a haircut and then I went to my house and then I grab you like, okay, I'm available to meet you.
So I was staying at a resort outside of Playa del Carmen, like 10-minute drive out of Playa del Carmen,
15.
15 minutes out of Playa del Carmen, Princess Resort. So I booked, I couldn't bring him to the resort just for a day or a night or anything because at the time they weren't selling
Day pass.
Day pass.
Or
They
night
didn't have.
pass.
So I couldn't bring him to the resort. So I rented a condo in Playa del Carmen in
Specific in Playa Car.
Playa Car.
That is expensive, so
The fancy.
mucho dinero.
Not really for me.
Excuse?
No, the place that I rented, if I'll see if I can find it and we'll put it here somewhere. But for me to rent a place like that in Toronto would be like $500, $700 a night. Like it was only like $120 or something for the night for this place. So for me coming to Canada and seeing that price, it's like, yeah. So it was fairly cheap. So anyway, I rented that place for just one night. Originally, we just thought we were gonna meet the one time, and maybe that was going to be it.
Yeah, so I had a haircut really quick, and then I get like clothes just for one night because the next day I had to go to the university and I had to work. So I text him, so okay, I'm gonna be like in 15 minutes. But at that time, like the taxis, no, how can I say, like
Reliable.
like I mean, like I was waiting for a taxi, but like any taxi was available. So like it took like 30 minutes. So it was like, okay, it
And
was
he couldn't text me outside unless he had Wi-Fi. So
yeah.
I didn't know I was standing outside.
Yeah, I told him, I told you like, okay, I'm gonna be there in 15 minutes because I thought like, you go to the street Mexico and you do hand like this and you can have a taxi. But at that time was like all the taxis was full, so I had to wait like 30 minutes. And then I said to the taxi, okay, I have to you take me to the Playa Car phase. I think it was phase 1.
No, yeah.
The name was, what was the name? Vaivén del Viento? Sí, yeah, because in Playa Car is Vaivén del Viento and Vaivén del Mar. So the taxi drive, and then he asked me like, what I wanna do there,
And what did you tell him?
I think I just want to see a friend, and I don't know. So the main entrance, and then I saw him that he was waiting for me outside, and then like, and the first thing I felt like he said, "Oh, he's so white." Yeah, he was waiting there, and then like the taxi go like in front of you, and then like you saw me. And what do you think when you saw me?
I thought you looked even better in person than you did on Grindr.
Of course. And then when I saw the Airbnb was like fancy, like like big living room, big room, and then you have a hot tub.
It was a jacuzzi.
Yeah, but it didn't work. So,
but we had a private rooftop with a private jacuzzi, and
so we
just went up there for a little while and listened to some music, and
then we started to talk. We started to talk, but for me it was so hard because he has like Canadian accent. I mean, like on the school I used to hear like my classmates or my teachers that are Mexican, but we have Mexican accent. So for me it was like, And every time was like using my Google Translator.
Oh, that's what you were doing on your phone.
Yeah, because I couldn't understand you really well at the time.
And then we go for dinner.
Yeah.
So we walk to Fifth Avenue in Playa del Carmen. From Playa Car, and we go for dinner to another restaurant called
La Casota. That was our first dinner. So we went for dinner that night. I remember that one guy with the big hat, with Mexican hat, just asking you if you want to take a picture, and you say like, nah. So we finished the dinner, and then we go back walking through the place that we was staying. And then I remember that we start to watch a movie, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then you invite me a drink. But at that time, I didn't know that drink had vodka. It was like the first time I had vodka, and that drink like didn't taste.
This drink
that
right here
is this one. It's just like mineral water, vodka, ice,
Crystal Light.
crystallized like powder. We call in Mexico like Kool-Aid tang or something like that. So like I didn't know. I mean like I drink and you don't taste any flavor of the vodka. Show you. So then we start to watch a movie. Do you remember the movie? I don't remember.
Yeah, we just watched part 2 of it.
Was like All to the Boys?
All the boys, something, yeah.
Something like that. It's really good. It's on Netflix.
So then, shala, 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 as they say in Mexico, and one thing leads to another, and we don't have to talk about what happened the rest of the night.
So we went to sleep, and then
we went to sleep.
So the next day I had to wake up at 6, I think 6, because I had to go to university.
And when you left that morning, I didn't know if I would ever see you again. Maybe it was just a one-night thing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we was, like, on contact. I mean, like, we was talking, like, oh, I think I'm in the university. And, well, at that time, you was sleeping, so until you wake up. And then, like, you back to the hotel that you was staying.
Mm-hmm.
And then we was talking during the week. You was there in Playa just 1 week. So, you write me again that you want to see me before you left. But for me it was hard because the next day off that I had was on Sunday.
Actually, I don't think I said that I wanted to come to town to see you again. I think you said.
Was me?
Yes, you were like, you wanted me to come to town for another night, and I was like, I don't know, I'm already paying to stay here. I don't know if I want to pay to stay in Playa del Carmen again for another night, but...
I remember that was you, not
no,
me.
it was you. So, I booked another hotel to go stay another night.
So, I had to lie at work. I think I don't know what I did.
Yeah, you got the night off somehow.
Yeah, and the university, I left, how can I say?
Early?
Yeah, so I didn't take some classes. So, I saw you again. So we was on the pool, and I remember that I think you told me like, what do you want?
I didn't say it like that.
So what you say?
I probably said, where do you think this thing is going?
I think the only thing I remember that he say like, maybe you one day can go to Canada, and I say maybe yes, maybe not, because at that time I didn't have my passport. And the good thing, like for Canada, for Mexican people, we don't need any visa. I think it's the only thing I remember. And then, you remember the old lady that she's from...
Argentina.
Yeah, and then like she started to talk with us, like, oh, where is he from, and how you met him, and blah, blah. But like, I think it was hard because, me from Mexico, he from Canada was like really, really, really far. So was the thing. So I say, okay, let's try. What happened?
Well, no, we left that night, and you didn't message. I think you messaged me the next day while I was back at the resort. I was having breakfast by myself and all the bread and shala shala.
I don't know.
No,
but I think like you sent me one picture, like you say, like the one is missing is you here. Oh, you see, he was. Yes, I had that picture.
I must have been drunk or something.
I think you was having dinner, and then you take the picture and they say like the only one is missing is you, but you write on Spanish.
I'm so romantic.
So he's saying playa just for 1 week, and that was the last time I saw him was on Wednesday. I remember.
Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah.
So you go back to Canada on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I think we say like, okay, let's try out
And see what happens. So we talk, and so
Like
I came
every
back. So
day.
it's February. So I decided to book another trip back to the same resort in April.
Yeah, April.
But this time I made a reservation for dos.
Yeah, so for me, the good thing for the university that was holiday was
was your
Easter. Was Semana Santa. It's like it's going to be tomorrow.
kind of like spring break in the USA or Canada, where you had the week off, right? Or
Oh
not?
yeah, I think. Well, I don't know what, but I think I was pretty sure that I have vacation through the school.
Yeah.
So the only problem was the work. So I had to lie to my boss that I was going to Campeche for something that my parents have to do, that we have to sign, that was really, really, really important. But I talked with my coworkers and they was say, okay, we are not going to say nothing to the boss, just say that and see what happens. The good thing, like he said, okay, don't worry, go. But I didn't go there. I went to the hotel with him just for 1 week. And it was like the first time I stay in a resort or a hotel like that one.
5-star, all inclusive. Oh, so we stayed in a villa suite, I guess you would call it. And I'll put the thing here somewhere.
Yeah, it was like the most expensive rooms on the whole hotel, just like it's 24 villas and all that.
So yeah, the villas have their own pool, their own concierge you can call anytime, room service free, 24 hours a day, shala shala. But that doesn't matter. I went to spend time with him.
I hope so.
We fell in love during that week. And so what happened after that?
He go back to Canada and I have to go back to Playa. And then we start to talk like every day, like good morning, how are you? Just for how long? Well,
So that was April. I didn't go back to Mexico again until
July or June.
When did I? So there's another thing to this story. I ended up buying a condo in Playa del Carmen, but I can't remember when.
Was like I don't know. I don't know that, but was in July because I have some pictures.
Yeah, so I think when I went back in July, we actually went and looked at the condo for the first time when it was under construction. So I kind of fell in love with Playa del Carmen. I fell in love with him and Playa del Carmen, and so I bought just like a studio apartment that was supposed to be done
in March
2020.
2020
supposed
March.
to be done, and then the pandemic and shala, and we ended up just getting it this past December. So we got the keys just before I left in December, but anyway, we're getting too far ahead now. So I went to Mexico again in July.
The end of the June.
Yeah, so my work always shuts down for the first week of July. For whenever Canada Day falls. So I went back to Playa del Carmen again. I rented a condo for a week where we stayed.
Cruz Comar.
Cruz Comar.
Yeah, what?
Were you still working?
At that time, I think I was studying. I was in university.